What's up, everyone? We are back with something new today. Got some Marvel Rivals gameplay. Gonna be playing Domination on Viren T'Challa, I think is the name of the map. Still kind of learning all of those. And we're gonna be playing Captain America, one of the vanguard or tank characters currently available in the game. And I don't typically gravitate towards the tank role. I kind of hated playing it in Overwatch and Gundam Evolution. There really was only Jim was kind of the only shield character I liked playing. The game didn't really have traditional tanks, but if you think of them that way, that was really the only tank-like character I really enjoyed playing that much. But Captain America, I've been having a lot of fun with so far. I think he's the only one. I'm okay with Groot and I'm okay with Magneto, but I'd still rather play pretty much anything else, I think, than them. But Captain America is actually a lot of fun now that I've kind of learned how to play him. And he is, I wouldn't say overly complicated, but it takes a little bit to get used to his play style. You kind of have two initiate options. You can do the run into the fearless leap, into the dive down with your shield and slam to the ground, and then you also have just the forward shield charge. And when I first started playing him, I was just using both to go in and try and get in on top of people, hit them with my melee attacks and get kills, but I think it's better to use one to kind of get into the fight, like you see me going there for the shield dive, and then you can hit away, block some stuff, and then if you have to get out, you can use the other option, which would be the shield charge in this case. And right now, they already got their Jeff getting a fast ult, so even though we had a pretty early lead, I think 3 of my team got eaten by that, so I do have to back up. I did have the shield bash for that, but now we're going to be a little bit tough position since a few people are dead. And I'm just going to have to use my shield to try and survive, make it over to a health pack over on the left there, but I didn't know exactly where that was at, and it didn't work out for me. But yeah, other than the two initiate options, you just have your regular melee attacks, which I think if you land 2 of them, it then converts into a ranged. You throw the shield and it bounces and ricochets a bit for a while. I think it's like 5 seconds and 4 hits before it goes away. Then you have to land regular melees again. And then you have just the shield block, which isn't huge. I mean, Captain America's shield is obviously going to be a lot smaller than like a Reinhardt shield or anything like that, but it's not bad for blocking for your teammates. And right here, I'm stuck in a Groot ult. You can see I'm just going to try and hold that up. Although I noticed the Jeff was pretty low and we got the kill there. And then I do have my first ult available. I don't think it's a crazy strong ult, but it's also one that's hard to screw up. I mean, unless you die right after you activate it, you're usually going to get some value out of it as long as there's a fight happening. So I'm not necessarily against that. I'm someone who's very afraid of wasting my ult, so this is one that I think I can use pretty easily without having to worry too much about that. And we got the Iron Man ult coming in. I had my shield to block that, but I don't even think it's close enough to hit. And then I decided to go for the ult, and speaking of not wasting it, the ceiling collapses as soon as I go for it, so I'll end up getting blocked off there. And it's still going though, so I'm going to try and get some value out of it. Pull the Mantis there, and Magneto's kind of alone. We're just punching each other. He's got his sword out. I'm just smacking with my shield. And I'm about to kind of win the fight because I pick up the health pack, then he goes for his ult. And I think it's got some sort of projectile absorption while it's going off because my shield's being thrown into it and doing basically nothing. But he didn't really get anything off the ult. Still able to melee him, and then he goes down. And that was a pretty fast first round. Pretty dominant from us. Not too much trouble there aside from that one Jeff ult. And we're going to see if it goes as easily going into round 2. All right, round 2. I think our team comp is pretty much the same. We still have Black Panther. We actually have Spider-Man now. I think we had someone else the first round for other DPS. And we are running the 2 healer, 2 DPS, 2 tanks, 2 vanguards. And I think the enemy team is as well. And I'm curious to see if that's going to be enforced in any way. Like, they're going to end up doing any kind of role queue because, while it can be nice to experiment and do different comps sometimes, I think anyone who's played Overwatch when there wasn't role queue is aware that people really like to pick DPS. And if you're someone who likes to, care about what your team comp looks like, then you're going to be the guy playing tank or healer basically every game. And I have been enjoying the healers a lot, so I don't mind that as much, but unless I'm playing Captain America every game, I think I'm going to get a little annoyed from doing the tank. But it sounds like, yeah, even in ranked from what I've heard, I haven't had a chance to play it yet, but I think people are doing some interesting comps that are not 2 of each role. So I'm curious to try that out myself at some point and see how it goes. But unlike round 1, this is a bit of a rough start for us. They had another Jeff ult right away. Got some kills off of that. I tried to contest as long as I could and then slip away, but Mantis got me with her stun ability there, and Black Panther finished me off. I'm going to have to see if we can reclaim. I don't quite have my ult available yet, and I think that's Mantis ult going off there, so they're just pushing in. And they're going to be pretty much unkillable unless we have a lot of burst damage. So I'm just keeping my shield up to stay alive, seeing what I can do. And I talked to all of Captain America's regular abilities, but I didn't talk about the team-up ability. We do have Thor on my team. He gives me kind of, which I activate just now. And that's, I think, around 6 seconds you get extra AoE damage, I think, on all your melees. You move a little bit faster, and I do believe all of your attacks, all your shield attacks, become ranged. So that's really nice. It's got like a 20-second cooldown, but it's pretty nice. And I don't think Thor gets anything in return for it. So I appreciate my teammate playing Thor to give me that, because I really think it's a nice ability for Captain America to have. We were able to turn that fight around. It looked like their Jeff forgot he had left a Sovon or something in the middle of that fight, though. He's just kind of standing there. So we'll see if he's able to come back. But even with him there, we probably would have won it. It was a pretty close fight. They may have actually been able to hold if he hadn't been asleep at the wheel. But they were able to get close to 50% off that single fight. And now we're going to see what they come back with. Yeah, I think they have a recent swap. They have a Storm now. I don't believe they had her before. They've also had a Black Panther this whole time. And they've got the Thor now. They had that Magneto round 1, so pretty similar tank comp. They got Groot and Thor, and then we got Captain America and Thor. And those walls are getting a little awkward there. Had to put up the shield because it's kind of separated from everyone. Thor's doing his ult, just going to back up. And he did kill our Thor. Could be a good push for them. Storm's low on the ground though, and I end up taking her out after activating the lightning shield ability. I'm gonna try and chase down Jeff. I get stuck on the corner of those stairs, not able to get him. Groot ult happens. I try to shield, but Spider-Man was in front of me, so that didn't really help him. And they're still pushing in. Just gonna see how long I can contest. I think I've got one healer alive. Maybe both. They're keeping me alive. I think we got the cloak in there. Oh, Manta's right there as well. And it looks like she popped her ult, so we can push back in. They haven't capped it yet. This could be good, but Jeff activates another ult. I push in because I assume he's going for our backline, but no, we had me, Thor, and Spider-Man, I think, were all up in melee range, and he took advantage of that. Gonna take us off the edge. Easy triple kill for him, even if he gives his life in exchange for it, and that's gonna turn things around, and they were able to cap the point off of that. And our Mantis player is saying, stop clumping together. I know, I tried not to. I wasn't really thinking that we have so much melee on our team that going into the enemy was the least safe place to be. I thought with the Jeff ult he'd be going for the back. That's how you see it happen a lot of the time. But he smartly got all three of us on that. But I'm going to go ahead and pop my ult here for this fight. Pushing in. Their Thor goes down pretty early. Kind of getting focused in on the Groot, which is not the best option. We'll see if I can get to this Jeff. Change focus to him. There's a lot of people on me. Getting stunned by Mantis. There's a lot of healing going around. And I'm not actually sure what happened to the rest of my team. We did pick up one more kill. Black Panther's going to go down. He dives on me. Looks like we are slowly winning this fight. I don't know if they were dealing with someone in the back during that, but we're probably going to get Groot here. Spider-Man picks up a couple kills. And we are able to reclaim the point. But they're at 95, 96%, it looks like. So if they win another fight, it's probably over. We'll have a little bit of time to get back in contest. But we could just hold it this whole time. But I'm not actually sure what we got. It's going to be a long time for me to get an ult. Black Panther here, though, might be able to pick up a kill. End up leaping way over his head. Not sure what I was doing there. And then he's up here with a couple attacks. He does get away. Actually manages to kill our Hela, but we traded one kill. Got their Black Widow at the same time. Go in here with Thor. Activate the lightning shield. We do get Mantis. Going to go in on Jeff. He's juking me behind this pillar. I do get up on him, though. And that's both the healers down. So, might be in a good spot, but I think the rest of my team kind of got focused by some stuff behind. I think I may have heard a Groot ult go off. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can finish him off, but I'm going to have to defend myself. 3v1. Not going to happen. All three of them were pretty low, though. If I'd maybe focused the Black Panther first, it could have worked, but I didn't know where he was at the start of that engagement. And they were able to cap the point. Hela is there, but she uses her crow to run away, not to contest the point. And they are going to be able to take the second round. So, a lot closer that time. It's looking like a bit of a match. We're going to have to see if we can dominate again in round 3. All right, here we are, round 3 going in. Ult is pretty close to being available for me. Don't know what the rest of my team is looking like. Mantis and Black Panther up here just to see if I can get her. If she goes ahead and pops ult already, that's actually great because point doesn't even activate for another 15 seconds. We can kind of just disengage a bit here. So really good to force that out of her. Here comes Jeff, though, and he's got another ult. It seems like he has one at the beginning of every single round. Spits out his teammate there, the Thor, onto the point. He's going to take us away, but spits us kind of early. I don't know if he's running low on time or what was going on there. Maybe he just didn't think he's going to be able to get to the edge. I think he still killed our Mantis, but I've got enough aerial mobility with the leap that I did not fall off the edge. So only one kill off that Jeff ult. It's actually pretty good considering how many kills he has been getting for that. And they got a quick cap, but we won the fight overall. thanks to Jeff only getting the 1 kill there and the Mantis ult being wasted kind of early. So we're going to be able to take a little bit of an early lead going into round 3 here. Gonna push up a bit. Gotta be careful though, don't want to get walled off by Groot. He does have 2 walls down. Oh, they've got a Star-Lord now, switched up their DPS. Still got the Black Panther, but the other player's been switching around trying to find something that works for him. Starting to advance a little bit. I think that was our Black Panther did his ult. Got 1 kill. He's on, I think, the Mantis there. So he does go down. We trade Black Panthers. And there, I heard a Groot ult go off, Thor ult going off. I popped my ult just to try to save some people, see if I can, but I'd say it ended up being a bit of a waste. I thought they were going to engage more off of those ults, but they were already so low that really just Thor got left behind, and kind of a waste of an ult. I talked again about how it's hard to waste Captain America ult. What, that's the second one I've kind of wasted, but we're still ahead for now, and we do pick up a kill on the Black Panther there, and I think he's really, aside from the Jeff with the ults, I think the Black Panther is their scariest player. He's been getting a lot of kills, doing a lot of damage. Thor's a little scary too, but when I'm just up against the 2 tanks on their own, I think I can probably survive the DPS with the help of my healers, but with the Star-Lord ult coming out, I shield a lot of it, throw my shield at him to kill him, but then I get taken out by the Thor. But 1-for-1 trade with him ulting is pretty okay with me. But, well, I don't know how much damage he managed to pull off with the rest of my team. Doesn't really matter. Jeff got 3 of them, so 4 of them, actually. Just got the Spider-Man with his regular bullets, so they are able to cap the point there. And I can't push up too far because we had some people die quite a bit after me. But Black Panther and Thor are going to die me a bit here. I can delay with my shield. Thor comes in, get the kill on the Black Panther. That could be good for us if we're able to group up fast enough to push in. So we're pushing ahead. I decided to dive the Mantis in the back. She's got Hawkeye and Groot with her. And I think he landed a headshot because I'm pretty low very fast there. Hawkeye is very scary. Black Widow I don't think is capable of one-shotting any character in the game, even with headshots. But Hawkeye, he does, if he's had like his passive things, where like if he looks at you longer, or looks at any enemy longer, it like charges up his arrow in addition to the time where he just holds it down as he's pulling the arrow back. And I think that can go over like 300 damage, like 340, 350. So I can do like over half my health bar. He lands that. But we got another ult going off, Thor ult. Mantis does get taken out by Spider-Man though. I'm going to dive in the middle of everyone, a couple low health people, but Thor's pushes me away. He's been kind of focusing me more in this round 3 here. So I get backed up. I think we may have had a Cloak and Dagger go off there. I think I was standing in that a little bit. Black Panther is low, he ulted. Thor is low again. I'm staying this health back. I don't think it comes back for a bit. Yeah, and I'm gonna have to back up. 26 HP, I'm low. I'm getting healed, and my ult is ready. Pick up that health pack though. We are able to recap the point. Just Mantis running away, and we're able to take the lead in round 3. And I'm the only one on our team who has an ult ready, and we're gearing up for what's probably gonna be the final fight. So I have to make sure I get some value out of that at least. I'm just gonna wait till they begin their push onto the point and pop it then. Looks like Hawkeye was up left, takes out our Spider-Man, but he does get killed on Mantis, so 1-for-1 trade. They're coming in now. I'm gonna go ahead and pop my ult. It's mainly just me and Thor on the point against 3 of them for now. Mantis pops her ult as well. So we're just gonna basically be smacking off each other with all this bonus health and healing for a bit. People are starting to come back in. Black Panther's on me now, though. He's dealing a lot of damage. I'm getting low, bring up the shield, but that melee damage can't block it all. It's coming from all directions. But even though I went down, I think we traded, got at least 1. I see our Black Panther going in. He just got his ult. Hasn't popped it yet. Might not even need it. Or maybe isn't his ult. I don't know. I don't play Black Panther. I can't tell. But it looks like we are winning the fight. I see 3 kills from our team on the feed. And that is all we need to take round 3. 2 rounds to 1. That is going to be the win for us for the game. Fitting that Black Panther's on the victory screen, because there were a lot of Black Panther plays happening that match, 1 on each team. Not in the MVP though, that does go to one of the healers, the Cloak and Dagger. And I think I was in the spot for, it had me listed as the ace for like the first 2 rounds, but I guess just that extra healing and support from Cloak and Dagger gave him the MVP at the end of it all, which, you know, I'm not going to complain about. Having good healers is something I definitely appreciate. But still, I blocked the most damage in the match, so I'm happy with that. Had a fun match with Captain America, and definitely looking forward to playing some more. But that's going to be it for this time, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed watching this Captain America gameplay. I'm curious how you guys are feeling about the game. If you're liking Marvel Rivals, what heroes are you liking, and what you'd like to see me play more of, if you'd like to see some more videos on it. But thanks again, everyone, for watching, and I'll see you next time.